Est-ce que ce serait Freya qui aurait volé le scarabée et du coup Potter l'aurait tué? Bon, déjà on a des doutes envers elle.
I need to confirm something with you, Poppy.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music while she was painting, you know.
And do you know what kind of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music.
Ouais, le
Sounds an
professeur est louche.
awful lot like your music, to be honest.
Sure it doesn't belong to you?
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a good few years now.
The tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the gramophone.
It's not mine. I'd never own anything like that.
Why not?
Not my color.
Vous aimiez ce genre de couleur auparavant?
You used to like these colors.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves Poppy used to like these colors.
Hop, celle-là.
Let's take a closer look at this.
La cassette rose. Trouvé sur la scène de crime est assorti avec le lecteur de cassette rose. Utilisé par Poppy sur cette photo.
The pink cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette
J'aime beaucoup ces
tape
petites sessions
used
comme
by
ça.
Poppy in this old photo.
J'aime beaucoup les petites sélections comme ça parce qu'on a vraiment la sensation que c'est nous qui créons le dialogue alors qu'en fait c'est juste une énigme de plus en fait.
That is not me.
Yeah, it is. I'll prove it. You look a little different, but Fiona and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's clearly a photo of you with your two best friends. Why'd you tear it up? And then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
Poppy ne veut plus ressembler à ça désormais. Cette photo prouve que Poppy est la meurtrière.
Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it. Makes this whole thing seem kind of irrelevant.
Maybe. It depends on the reason.
The reason she doesn't want to look like that anymore?
The passage of time is a powerful thing.
Hold on. This means that pink cassette tape does belong to you, Poppy.
It used to. I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a gift. Years ago.
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact moment she was killed. There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea.
Bon allez, on va bientôt terminer, il nous reste plus qu'une pièce à fouiller. Et ensuite on s'arrêtera là. Atelier.
A little hand-painted statue.
How can you tell it's hand-painted?
Well, the paints are right there on the desk. Also, I mean, no offense, but you can just tell.
Figurine peinte, une figurine en bois. Ah, avec les mêmes pots de peinture. Exactement les mêmes pots de peinture qu'on a eu en haut.
Nice. A real treasure.
How do you know this treasure?
Why else would it be locked? Plus, there's a treasure map. What's the deal with
Not
it?
sure. We should check that treasure map too.
Alors. I4. On est là. Maintenant.
Nothing.
Did you check the treasure map for clues? And what about that painting on the chest?
Quoi? C'est pas ça? Ça correspondait. Enfin, il n'y a pas beaucoup de points. Le monstre est plus près que la montagne. Enfin, il n'y a pas beaucoup de points où... Ah, ça! H6 ouest.
I did it. What do I win?
GG.
Not bad. What was in the box?
More wooden models. These are a little different to the one on the desk.
Oh! Des figurines peintes. Une figurine d'enfant avec des cheveux verts. Une figurine de femme avec des cheveux gris. Bon, ça, c'est Flora. Une figurine d'un homme rouge. D'un oiseau rouge et blanc. Une figurine d'un homme aux épaules larges. Ah, ça doit être Fitz, le jardinier. Les figurines en bois ont été peintes à la main. La peinture est appliquée parfaitement. C'est une peinture rouge. Un peu de peinture rouge et un pinceau à côté. Qu'avons-nous d'autre?
It's a drinking horn.
Is it full of ale?
Right now, it's just.
It's a barometer.
I've never seen a barometer that wasn't broken. A lot of redundant light sources.
Allez, parlons.
Sir? Can you hear me? I'm Private Detective Grimoire. I have some questions for you.
Grimoire. Good mysterious name. I'd rather like it. Felix Fellow at your beck and
Oh,
call.
ah, j'aime bien le perso là.
And, this is my colleague, Sally.
Yeah, that's a perfectly good name as well.
Thanks.
If you would, Mr. Fellow, we really need to ask you about the murder.
Well, I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Out here solving mysteries and exploring new places, uncovering
Grimoire.
secret rooms.
En vrai, Grimoire, je trouve que c'est un beau
hidden
prénom pour un gosse. Je me demande s'il y a encore des gens qui s'appellent Grimoire.
treasures. That's what life is all about.
Secret rooms?
Generally speaking, you know, that sort of thing.
Ouh.
So, Felix, what exactly do you do?
Is it not obvious? I'm an explorer. Explorer.
Ou un
slash
NB. C'est quoi un
treasure
NB?
hunter. Yes, well, best in the world.
We're talking like curse statues, spike pits.
It's a little more sophisticated than that.
Pas la vie facile, ouais, c'est vrai que à notre époque où les gens se moquent, c'est clair que ça doit pas être facile.
But I've certainly seen my share
Mais à
of
partir du moment où
danger, if that's what you're
ta
asking.
famille t'aime, je sais pas en vrai.
And, if I may ask, when did you retire?
You listen here. I may be between ventures right now, but it's simply not in my nature to stay in one place for too long. I go wherever the winds of destiny take me.
Merci CCC Gauthier pour le raid de 13 personnes. Bienvenue sur le stream. On est en train de jouer à Tangle Tower. Tangle Tower. Voilà. Voilà. Bonjour, bienvenue. J'espère que ton stream s'est bien passé. C'est Gauthier. Et bienvenue. Merci énormément. Et actuellement, on est en train de parler avec Félix. Voilà. Le fameux explorateur.
Don't you live here with your wife and daughter?
Yes, well,
CCC
the fellow
Gauthier.
family has certain loyalties, and with Flora alone
Ah.
where she is.
Nothing wrong with raising a family, Mr. Fellow.
Ouais, ouais, il a l'air vraiment, il est vraiment extrêmement bien le jeu pour le moment.
Fiona and Flora are my entire world. They are the greatest treasure of all.
Pour un explorateur, avoir des filles, c'est le plus grand trésor, logique. Ok, très bien. Merci. Pas de spoil. Oui, pas de spoil, évitons quand même les spoils.
Would you want to know about that?
The murder of Freya Fellow. The reason we're here.
Pour le moment, nous, on est plus ou moins encore au début. Hein.
Nasty business.
Là, je suis en train de parler au dernier personnage qu'on n'a pas encore discuté.
I regret that I can't be of any help, but I wish you all the best in your investigation.
Et on a fouillé tout le truc, même si on a quelques pistes déjà pour
It's a
la
simple
résolution, on va
question,
dire. Même si, bon,
I'm sure you're up to it.
c'est que des pistes hein,
I
à
just
ce niveau-là.
Well, there's not much to tell. Mostly, I was in my room by myself, working on Flora's, working on a project.
Ah, tu peux pas
Your room
parler.
is quite close to Flora's tower. You didn't hear anything unusual?
What qualifies
Le projet de
as
Flora, c'est quoi?
unusual?
What have you got?
It was dusk. A feeling lingered in the air. Malevolent, perhaps. Uncertain, as life itself.
Abridged version, please.
Fine. I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room. The footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it. Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something was wrong. So I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor.
Et donc là, c'était pour chercher,
Didn't know what to make of it, to
pour
be
chercher
honest. I
du
thought
coup
perhaps
Fiona.
she'd had a disagreement with Fitz.
Fifi.
I know those two are close, so I looked into his room just in case, but it was empty, as was the garden beyond his window. Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned looking
Ah, et c'est pour ça
Penelope. She was heading up
qu'il l'a vu
Fellow
sortir de la
Tower
chambre de
to find
Fitz.
Professor Pointer. So I escorted her. We went into Flora's room.
Bonne soirée, merci beaucoup d'être, merci beaucoup encore pour le raid et merci pour
Fiona, Poppy, Fitz,
l'amusement, on va dire.
Pointer were there already.
Amuse-toi bien, merci.
Flora
Ouais.
too, of course. Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and left.
Including you?
Not I. I
Hmm.
stayed. Flora needed
Bon bah du coup, on a un souci, c'est que toutes les dépositions concordent les unes avec les autres. Alors c'est pas vraiment un souci, c'était prévisible, mais du coup on n'a aucune indication, on va dire, sur qui aurait pu être un potentiel méchant en quelque sorte. Pointer est chelou. Pour le moment, c'est le seul qui est vraiment chelou.
uncommonly skilled as an artist, but Freya was so much more than her talent. She helped me get started with my own painting, you know. It taught me what
Mais si,
to
si,
do
elle
about
aurait dû
wood
descendre.
carving too.
Si, elle aurait dû descendre Poppy parce qu'elle
She
était
was
en
ever
gros.
so good with
En gros,
dear
ce qui s'est passé, c'est que
Flora.
Poppy est montée avec, avec je sais plus qui, je crois que c'était Fitz, tout en haut. Ils ont enfoncé la porte. Là, ils ont découvert que Freya était morte et que Flora était tombée dans les pommes. Et ensuite, elle est redescendue pour aller prévenir. Pour aller prévenir. Pour aller prévenir Fifi. Voilà. Et là, ensuite, ils sont remontés avec tout le monde.
Freya and Flora were close?
Oh yes, especially after, especially recently.
How are you related to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happens, my father, Lord Fellow, was her grandfather.
Non.
Technically, that makes her
Oui,
a fellow.
il aurait pu le notifier, mais on s'en fout dans le cas puisque je suppose qu'ils ont dû remonter pendant qu'il était en train de regarder dans le jardin. Et ça veut dire qu'il a peut-être cherché pendant plus longtemps que ça dans la chambre de Fitz.
Let's just say there was some
Parce qu'il y a quand même eu un
discussion
certain
over
temps
whether she
entre
ought to
la
carry
bagarre,
the
puis
name
ensuite,
at
enfin,
all.
entre
There's a
le
family
tabassage qu'il y a
tree
eu
in the
entre
grass
Fifi
knoll.
et
You
Poppy.
should take a look at it.
What about her inheritance?
Freya's parents died when she was around 3 years old. She came to live here shortly
Ah, les parents de
afterwards.
Freya sont
Nobody
morts.
left her a thing?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim over anything at Tangle Tower.
Hmm. Flora.
Dearest Flora, a remarkable woman. Oh, yes. Been married over
Ah, ils sont
20
mariés avec
years
Flora. Ok,
now.
je n'avais pas
You
suivi
two
ça.
still get on?
Of course. What a question.
She hasn't gone quiet on you.
It's true she has an independent streak. She's had it her whole life. She's the youngest of 3. Always something of a lone wolf, you know? Just the way she is.
Lone wolf is putting it lightly. She doesn't seem to want to talk to anyone.
She just likes time to herself, away from the company of other humans.
Other humans?
Well, yes, other people, you know.
Hmm.
You're the one currently basking in his presence. You tell me.
Let's move on.
Ouais, en effet, oui.
My daughter Fiona, our little burgeoning genius. You've met her?
We did. She's going by Fifi these days.
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago, what's wrong with your real name? She told me, get this, she wanted a name with an even number of syllables.
Ça colle vachement au personnage de Fiona, c'est très drôle.
She makes
Vraiment,
up
je
the
valide.
strangest things when she's under pressure.
What makes you think she made that up?
I happen to know the real reason she prefers Fifi over Fiona.
Ah.
Oh, yeah?
It's what Freya called her.
Ah, ok.
Fitz? I don't trust him. He's slippery. Never commits to anything. Brain like an onion.
An onion?
Did you two have an argument?
No. But
Ah, il
my
apprécie pas du tout
daughter
Fitz.
doesn't
Ça
like
expliquerait
me
pourquoi
all.
il est resté
But I
longtemps dans la chambre de
trust
Fitz
Fiona's
à
judgment
fouiller peut-être.
entirely. She's a very vigilant young woman.
Je crois que c'est tout. Hein. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut montrer? Et on va montrer déjà le
It
portrait.
would have been a beautiful painting. Rather a shame Freya was unable to finish it.
Nothing about it seems strange to you.
Well, all these modern paintings are slightly strange, aren't they? The emotion of the piece taking over from, say, anatomical accuracy.
What about the knife in Flora's hand?
A knife? That's what you see?
You don't?
Well, as I was saying, Freya's artistic approach distorts certain shapes. Hard to say exactly what we're looking at.
Hmm, ok, intéressant.
Charming, isn't it? Yes. Built by the Remington family originally. Dear
Oui,
Flora's
il pense
father and
que,
his,
comment dire, Freya a déformé ce qu'elle a
By the
peint.
fellow family?
C'est pas vraiment un couteau peut-être qu'elle a dans la
fellows
main.
and the pointers have both come to claim a certain degree of ownership.
And who named it Tangle Tower?
Flora chose the name.
What does it mean?
I think it was her intention that it mean nothing at all. Something of a fresh start.
From what?
This really isn't for me to say, but she had some kind of disagreement with her siblings. After they
Okay.
moved away, Flora changed the name of the house. I think perhaps she hoped it would make them feel unwelcome, yes, less likely to come back.
That's kind of extreme.
Radical possible, ouais.
It is rather, isn't it?
Alors il fait de la sculpture,
I've
j'aimerais
been
beaucoup voir.
carving for a couple of years now. I was hopeless when I started, but it didn't take me long to master it, as you can see.
Do you paint them yourself too?
I do indeed, yes. Freya kindly taught me the basics. Nowadays, I can make just about anything I can
Oh, c'est cool d'avoir une arme d'artiste, hein, surtout quand tu fais la même chose depuis longtemps. Avec une épée, c'est très marrant.
Artifact, huh? So, you own a sword, Felix?
Of course. I own a great
Je sais pas, l'inspecteur, il n'a pas eu trop d'informations pour le moment. Ah, c'est vrai qu'on ne sait pas. Attendez, c'est qui déjà qui de... Merde, je sais plus c'est qui l'avait recruté, on l'avait appris à un moment ou à un autre. Ça devrait montrer le portrait à ce moment-là.
My daughter Fiona and her best friend. They grow up so fast.
Do you know why it's ripped like that?
Ah, yes. I didn't even notice. No idea. Freya was quite the talent. She had a way of capturing the
Faut qu'on apprenne qui l'avait recruté déjà et pourquoi surtout. Je sais plus si c'était Pointer ou si c'est lui qui l'avait recruté.
Quite the character, eh? A fellow member of the Order of the Crimson Cloak.
Is that a real thing?
No, I just meant because we both wear.
C'est vrai qu'ils portent tous les deux une cape, c'est vrai.
Red capes of a sort.
Has she questioned you yet?
If you call that questioning, she seemed bored by everything I had to say. I heard on the grapevine. Supposedly Hawkshaw is searching for some rare
Ok, intéressant.
something called the Golden Beetle.
Oui, donc c'est Pointer qui l'a...
It's probably a bunch of sensationalist rubbish.
You reckon?
Quite sure. There is no treasure called the Golden Beetle.
How do you know?
Because I would have heard of it. What's this all about? Some kind of rare jewel?
I'm pretty sure the research is about a real insect.
If it's made of gold, then it's made of gold.
Du coup, faut qu'on montre le profil de l'inspecteur à Pointer. Ah.
That's all the statements.
Let's go over them all.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Attendez. Ah, déjà dans un premier temps, on va aller faire ça. On va aller montrer juste le profil. Ah, on l'avait déjà montré. Ok, bon bah, c'est bon. Du coup, il avait rien dit de particulier. Déposition des suspects.
That's all the statements collected.
On va
Let's
certainement
glance through them
s'arrêter là
all
après.
to see
Hein.
if anything doesn't add up.
To see if anyone's been lying.
That too.
Fitz and I were up in the Moonlight Garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. I vacated the library.
Là, je rappelle que
But before I could begin
tout
my
ce qui se passe
ascent,
là,
Professor
c'est
Pointer
toutes les interrogatoires qui se passent en même temps afin de voir s'il y a des choses qui ne concordent pas.
I didn't know what to do. So I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
C'est-à-dire qu'avant qu'elle descende, il y avait quelqu'un d'autre qui est descendu. C'est chelou ça.
Eventually she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us
Ils
upstairs.
se sont tous croisés au moins une fois.
Upstairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a
Ils se sont tous croisés au moins une fois.
looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer. So I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while.
Et non, pas qu'une fois,
When
mais
she
genre,
came back, she had her father with her.
ils se sont tous croisés plusieurs fois en fait.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Frank.
Fifi bizarre.
Then I took a sample of the red paint on the
C'est vrai qu'elle
unfinished painting.
on l'a pas
She
beaucoup
took
vu
me
en
down
vrai,
to the
Fifi.
library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower. I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line up with each other.
They don't just line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other.
Ah. Ah, peut-être, ouais. Peut-être que ça pourrait tenir, c'est-à-dire qu'en vrai, peut-être que Fifi a vu... Bah non, non, la porte était fermée. Il aurait fallu qu'elle rentre dans la pièce. À moins qu'elle l'ait tuée. Du coup, ça l'a fait pleurer. Du coup, elle descend. Elle se cache dans sa chambre. Si on prend en compte le fait que le meurtre vient d'en haut, elle, techniquement, elle n'a même pas besoin de rentrer dans la pièce. Bah non, parce que du coup, si on, imaginons on jette le couteau dans la pièce pour tuer la personne, le couteau reste dans la pièce. Dans tous les cas, les gens, nous allons nous arrêter là pour ce soir. Et si on a une poulie? Ouais mais, comment dire? Imagine j'ai un couteau, je le fais descendre. Genre, juste en faisant descendre un couteau, tu ne peux pas poignarder quelqu'un. Je sais pas. Du coup, on va s'arrêter là, en tout cas pour ce soir. On a bien avancé, en vrai. Tu jettes le couteau accroché à la corde. Pas con. Pas con du tout. L'idée est pas conne.